Welcome to our first episode of Dr. K's Kitchen. Oh, is that not why we're here? Pets and chocolate don't mix, and here's why. Halloween, Easter, Valentine's Day, and Christmas, what do all of these days have in common? Yes, that is right, it's chocolate. Great for us, but not so great for our pets, and I'll tell you why. Most pet parents know that chocolate is very toxic for dogs and cats, but not everybody knows why. Chocolate, particularly the dark varieties, contains some caffeine and also a compound called theobromine.
Theobromine! Chocolate contains a toxic substance called theobromine, which pets cannot digest properly. Theobromine can most commonly cause vomiting and diarrhea, but in more serious cases can spike your pet's heart rate, cause high blood pressure, and cardiac arrhythmias.
Our pets can't metabolize either of these like humans do, which is why even a small amount can poison a pet. Now, some signs your pet might have gotten into your chocolate or cocoa stash can include the following: vomiting, diarrhea, increased heart rate, increased thirst, panting and restlessness, and in severe cases, muscle tremors and seizures. The symptoms your cat or dog presents with will depend on how much chocolate they've ingested, the type of chocolate they've eaten, and their own body weight. They become worse as the dose of theobromine increases. For example, a small dog getting into a large amount of baking chocolate, which is dark and extremely concentrated, is going to be in trouble. You need to get to your vets right away. Whereas a larger dog snatching up a dropped milk chocolate button may not experience obvious poisoning symptoms, other than a little bit of GI upset, but you should still seek vet advice. Remember, even if the levels of theobromine in chocolate aren't poisonous, a cat or dog could still be affected by the high levels of fat or sugar. If your pet has eaten chocolate, it is essential you get in touch with your veterinarian straight away. The severity of the chocolate's effects is going to be different for each pet. So by giving your vet all the facts, we'll be able to roughly calculate what your pet's individual risk level is based on their body weight, the type of chocolate they consumed, and the amount they consumed. By trying to estimate the toxic dose your pet consumed, your vet can then make better recommendations on a course of action. This might mean inducing vomiting to get as much of the chocolate out as possible. In more severe cases, we may want to do other things to help prevent more absorption of the theobromine and even keep your pet in hospital to manage them, particularly if they're already showing clinical signs. The best way to avoid vomiting or a vet visit is prevention. Those times of year when there is more chocolate around than usual, it's best to keep it well out of reach of those curious noses. And I know it's really hard, but as best as you can, avoid giving in to those puppy dog eyes. If there are festivities going on and you want your pet to be involved, you can buy pet-safe treats designed for your dog. Just make sure, like with other treats, they're handed out in moderation.